Yo, what it do, everybody? Complex Mario up in this bitch. So, yo, today, bro, we got 43 facts about U.S. Even most Americans. Nah, bro, you guys can't put this on me. I'm half asleep, bro. As y'all can see, it's 7:06 a.m., bro. But low key, bro. Yeah, 43 facts about the U.S. that most Americans don't know. Let's get started. Oh, guys, follow my TikTok. I made a TikTok. I'm going to be posting basketball content and shit, 2K content, you know what I'm saying?
With a population of only 730,000,
and follow my Twitch, Complex Mario Live.
Alaska is home to almost 8,000 pilots. That's more than 1% of the entire state. There are 6 times more pilots and 16 times more aircraft per person than in the rest of the country. It might seem strange for most people, but flying is a big part of life in Alaska. Despite being the biggest state in America, bigger than the next 3 biggest states combined, it has one of the smallest networks of roads in the country. Only 20% of the land is accessible by road.
For real,
So,
bro?
having a boat or a plane makes it a lot easier to get from point A to point B. Being less built up has its advantages as well.
Live in Alaska, bro?
has 16 national parks, more than 12,000 rivers, and around 100,000 glaciers.
Bro, that's beautiful, bro.
If you want to get closer to nature, Alaska would be an incredible place to visit. You can even see the Aurora Borealis there.
Bro, that's beautiful.
When most people think of the
I want to
coast,
see that,
they
bro.
imagine golden beaches and palm trees.
Yo,
But Alaska actually has the most coastline in America. No other state even comes close, with Alaska having 5 times as much coastline as second-place Florida. Alaska has the lowest population density. It has such a small population relative to its size that if Manhattan had the same density of people, only 16 people would live there.
I don't know anyone that lives
Now,
in Alaska,
New York City is
bro.
far smaller than Alaska in terms of geographical size, but more people live there than in almost 40 other states. There are more than 27,000 people in 1 square mile of the city. Hey, speaking of other states, only 1 letter doesn't appear in any state name. Q. Really?
Q.
Live TV from 85 plus channels with local sports and news. YouTube TV. Try it free.
Today, I'm going to review the Microsoft Surface Laptop 4, and my sister's here to help.
Let's do it.
Surface Laptop is touchscreen.
Is the MacBook?
Alright, yo, sorry about that.
Arizona produces so much cotton every year, they can make 2 t-shirts for every American out there. Get equipped for any season with brand new Brightside merch. Click the link and grab your print. The Empire State Building is so big, it even has its own zip code, 10118. It's like
Bro,
a city
really?
of its own. If you're on the street and somebody drops a penny from the top of the Empire State Building, no worries. The faster it falls, the more air resistance increases, so it won't reach a speed high enough to cause much harm. It still might sting a little, though. Scientists discovered a unique species of ant that only live in New York City. They were found in just one 14-block strip. They've been nicknamed Manhattans. Sounds like one of my puns, but no, I can't claim credit. The United States' first ever commercial passenger flight happened in 1914. It took just 23 minutes and only traveled a short distance within Florida, from St. Petersburg to Tampa. Yet people paid $400 for the luxury, which would be $8,500 today.
That's crazy, bro.
The oldest city in the U.S. that has been continuously inhabited is St. Augustine, Florida. It was founded in 1565. Mount Everest is famous for being the tallest mountain in the world, but that's only true if you consider mountains that are above sea level. There's a volcano in Hawaii called Mauna Kea that's actually taller if you measure from its bottom at the seafloor.
Bro, that's
It is
huge,
33,500 feet tall from base to peak, while Mount Everest measures in at a little bit more than 29,000 feet. When in Hawaii, try not to get too close to Kilauea. It's one of the most active volcanoes on our planet. It's been constantly erupting for over 35 years now. The longest it's been inactive was around 18 years, all the way back to the middle of the 20th century. The United States, China, and Argentina are home to the most dinosaur fossils in the world. They have the most individual fossils and the widest variety of species. Speaking of fossils, Hollywood has been around making movies for more than 100 years. from 1910 to be precise. The wild Mustang is an iconic animal and likely one of the main things that comes to your mind when you picture the old American West. But Mustangs are not native to the States. They were actually imported during the 16th century. In 2019, farmers in the U.S. produced over 13.5 billion bushels of corn. Wow! That amount could fill almost 70 million football fields. Hey, what would happen if we popped all that corn? The Statue of Liberty was gifted to the United States by France. Part of its intended use originally was to be as a lighthouse. It guided ships for 16 years, using its torch that was visible from 24 miles away. The U.S. decided to send a similar gift back and gave France a smaller Statue of Liberty 3 years later. You can still see that one today. It's currently in Paris. There are over 14,000 McDonald's restaurants. But Montpelier, Vermont is actually the only state capital that doesn't have a McDonald's. McDonald's once created broccoli that tasted of bubblegum to make a healthy option more enticing. Unsurprisingly, it didn't work out. The microwave was designed by an inventor named Percy Spencer. His amazing creation was only rewarded with a $2 bonus, $29 accounting for inflation. The USA prints 26 million bills a day. Each note can cost up to 11 cents to produce, mostly in ink and materials. They go through 9 tons of ink per day. The paper money in the US also isn't made of paper at all. It's actually 75% cotton and 25% linen. In Montana, there are more cows than people. Humans are outnumbered almost 3 to 1. An average American spends 4.4 years at every job. If you take an elevator to the top of Chicago's Willis Tower during a clear day, you can see up to 40 to 50 miles away, which means you'll see 4 states: Michigan, Wisconsin, Indiana, and Illinois.
For real?
In Arkansas, you're not allowed to honk your horn when in front of a sandwich shop. True. This one probably tops all these strange laws. In Georgia, it's illegal for a chicken to cross the road. Well, so much for that joke.
Bro, what?
Meanwhile, in Connecticut, you can't cross the street walking on your hands. When you're in Baltimore, Maryland, you can't bring your lion to the movies with you. If you're tired of seeing giant billboards on the side of the road, you should go to Hawaii. They banned billboards in 1920.
Really?
The U.S. is in the top 10 countries in the world when it comes to biodiversity. 3/4 of the world's tornadoes happen in the U.S.
Crazy,
Gee,
bro.
aren't we lucky? The Florida Everglades is the only place on the planet where crocodiles and alligators coexist. Alligators have shorter and more rounded snouts, while crocodiles have long, pointy snouts. When an alligator shuts its mouth, you won't see its teeth. But when a crocodile does it, its back teeth stick up over its top lip. Frankly,
Bro.
I don't want to get close enough to confirm that's true.
I'd never get close to one of those, bro.
Lake Superior is the world's largest freshwater lake. It's so big that if you emptied it out, you could cover the entire landmass of North and South America under a foot of water. Americans built the Hoover Dam to control floods, produce hydroelectric energy, and for irrigation water. Its construction used so much concrete that it could be stretched across the entire country or used to build a 2-lane highway from New York City to San Francisco. Americans love pizza so much, they eat around 100 acres of it every day.
I can't, bro.
If we took
I'm
water
on
from
that
all the
healthy
rivers
shit.
on Earth and poured it into the Grand Canyon, the canyon
tempting,
would
though.
only be half full. The entire area
I
could
gotta
hold
say,
2
bro.
quadrillion gallons
Bro, pizza sounds so good right now, bro. I swear to God.
of water. That's 2 with 15
crazy.
zeros. The title for the fastest speaking state goes
Maybe
to
I'll have
Oregon.
one. Maybe.
Some
maybe,
scientists
maybe.
studied more than 4
I'm on
million
that
phone
healthy shit,
calls
though.
and found that
I don't
Oregon,
know.
Massachusetts, and the upper Midwest states have the fastest speech patterns. You can find the word Peachtree in the names of over 70 streets in Atlanta, Georgia. Peachtree Circle, Peachtree Street, Peachtree Center Avenue, and so on. How peachy. Crater Lake in Oregon is the deepest lake in the U.S. at almost 2,000 feet deep. The lake is technically an active volcano, but it hasn't erupted recently, so it's safe to swim in at certain times. But boy, is it cold.
Wait.
Okay, guys, so this is the ultimate life hack for buying all this new gaming stuff for cheap. Okay, so first, go to one of your favorite.
So that's an active...
Uh-oh, the power just went out again. In a lot of cases in the US, this is caused by animals. More than 1,000 outages are caused by animals per year, and squirrels contribute to about 10% of those. Yellowstone National Park is more than 11,000 years old
Bro.
and bigger than Delaware and Rhode Island
That's
combined.
scary because Yellowstone is still active, bro. That's crazy shit. I heard if it erupts, it could destroy the entire North America, bro. That's crazy.
It has over 10,000 geysers, hot springs, mud pots, and other hydrothermal features, which is half of the total number you can
That's
find
beautiful,
in the
though, bro.
entire world.
That's beautiful.
Just don't go swimming in them. It'll, cook you.
How much degrees is like the... Anyways, yo, we'll see y'all next time. Peace.